Hey guys, I'm Joe Ranghelli, the Operations Assistant here at Brooklyn Free Speech, and today I'm going to show you how to use the GoPro Hero 4. So the first thing I'm going to show you guys today is how to put in the battery. If you take a look at the bottom of the camera, you're going to see a little tab with an arrow. You want to gently just get your nail in there, pull that up, and you're going to see it open. And you're going to get your battery with a little, you'll see it has a little L-shaped end there. And that's going to go where the 3 bars are on the inside. You're just going to put that in, slide it in until it's secure, close and push this back forward, and your battery is now inserted. The next thing I'm going to show you guys is how to put in the SD card. If you look on the side, you're going to see a little square tab. You want to gently pull that out with your fingernail and take that out. Now make sure not to lose this guy. Just put it on the side. You're going to take your micro SD card, and if you look, you're going to see that the writing says micro SD. Your card is going to go face up, straight in there. It may take a second or two just to push it in because it's a little tiny guy, but once it's in, and then you want to safely secure that panel again, just to make sure that everything stays in there. Next thing I'm going to show you guys is how to turn on the GoPro. You're going to see a little power button there with the power button display. Just press and hold that for a second. When you hear those beeps, that means the screen is going on and the camera is powered. You'll notice that this is actually a touch screen, and the first thing you want to do is if you swipe to the left, it's going to bring up your settings. What you should always do first, go to Setup, scroll down till you see Camera Reset. We're going to select that, and then we're going to select Reset Defaults, just to bring the camera back to the factory default, so you're not working on anybody else's settings. Once it beeps, comes back, you're back to the default settings. Sometimes the screen will lock on you. All you want to do is slide this red guy down, hold for a second until it unlocks. Then what you want to do to get to your video settings, if you turn it over, you'll see there's a little button with a toolbar. You can hit that, and it's going to bring you right into your video settings. From there, you can choose between mode, which we're currently in video, but you can choose time-lapse, video and photo, or looping. We'll stay in video for this. You can choose your resolution. We recommend 1080. You can do frames per second, which you can see the factory reset brings to 60, but you can choose anywhere between 60, 48, 30, and 24 frames per second. And you can choose your field of view, which the reset brings it to wide, but you can choose anywhere between medium and narrow as well. Once your settings are good and ready to go, you're ready to put the camera in the hard case. So what you want to do is get your hard case. If you turn it over, you're going to see that there's a latch right on the top. If you grab the front of the latch where the lens piece is, gently pull that up, you'll see that it unlatches, and then you can unhook it and open the little door to the hard case. And now you're ready to put your camera in. If you notice, there's a hole here for the lens, so that's where the lens can gently and easily fit into the case. We'll close our door back up. If you look here, we'll latch the back first, then push down to lock in the door, and now the camera is ready to shoot. Up on the top is the record button, and in the front is the power button. Once you're in the case, you are ready to record, so we'll hit the top button here. And once we're recording, you'll see the little camera up top goes red, as well as the flashing light, lets you know you're in recording mode. You'll see a time code running while you're recording up here. This is your battery life, which is pretty low right now. And you'll see all the settings that we set previously. So we're shooting at 1080. We're 60 frames per second, and we're in the wide mode. In the front, you can also see we have a red flashing light letting us know we're recording, as well as the amount of time we have been recording, 30 seconds so far, and the same information, battery life, 1080p, so on and so forth. Up top, you'll see the red flashing light for recording as well. And once you're ready to stop, just hit the button again. It'll tell you we're now not recording. The red goes away. Once you're done recording, if you open that latch up at the top and open the door, you can leave it in the case, and then if you swipe to the right, with the touchscreen, we can go back and see an instant playback of the recording we just did. You hit play. You'll hear the sound and see the video. And if you've already done some previous recordings, what you can do is swipe to the left, hit playback, and what that'll do is give you playback mode where you'll see all of your previous recordings. You can just select one, hit play on that, and you'll be able to watch that video as well. What I'm going to show you now is how to attach the GoPro to some of the cool toys that we have for it. One of the things we have that's going to come in the kit is the head strap that's made to go right on your head. One of the cool things that GoPro has done is they made it pretty simple and easy to attach the GoPro to all of the accessories. All you have to do, each one has a knob and a screw like this, so you gently take that off, pull it out, and you're going to align these two holes here with the two on the piece. Once the holes are aligned, you can easily take the screw, put it back in there, fasten, and what I would do is adjust first. So if you're using the head strap, leave it a little loose, bring that up, and once you're adjusted at your desired level, you can tighten that on. And now the head strap is ready to go. You can put that on there and look as silly as you want to look. Another accessory we have that's not going to be in the kit, but you can ask for it, is a selfie stick and tripod. It attaches the same way as the head strap. You unscrew, put the two pieces in, screw it on, and then you'll notice here it's got a little blue button. If you push that, you can extend the first piece. And if you look, each layer has a knob that you can use to extend. Please be sure to loosen that before you move everything around because you don't want to strip it. But if you loosen and then tighten, you can get an extension and you can use it as a selfie stick or get a nice extended shot somewhere. Or maybe if you're skateboarding, you can hold it and use it. Another cool feature this has is if you close it up to about here first, on the bottom, you'll notice that we have another little hidden space that we can unscrew, and that becomes tripod legs. So what we want to do, flip it over, screw that into the bottom so it's nice and tight. Then we can tighten everything else up here. Push our little blue button, make sure everything's locked and secure here. And we can spread the tripod legs and stand up our GoPro. Once you're done, you're going to want to take the camera out so you can get your footage onto an external hard drive or your computer. So what you'll do first, like I showed you before, you're going to unlatch the camera. Once you unlatch, you're going to open that door and you're going to give it just a couple little gentle taps till the camera comes out. And then your next step, you have two options. You can either open that SD card tab that I showed you before. If you push the SD card in, it'll pop right out. When you have the micro SD card out, you can put it into an adapter and then put that in a card reader or your laptop, what have you, and remove your footage that way. Or your second option, if the SD card is still in the camera, you can take the USB to USB mini. You can attach that to the camera and then the other end into your computer, and you can remove the footage that way. Once you've got all your footage off of the SD card, you're going to remember to put that plate back on the side there. Make sure it's secure. We're going to take the camera, put it back in the hard case like I showed you before. Close that door, make sure everything latches and closes. And then we're going to take the case that it comes in. You'll see that there's a space for each piece, the head strap right in here. If we open this up back here, we'll see we have a space for the wire and for the batteries. Close that back up Make sure everything's insecure. Close our case. Zip it, close it, and your GoPro is packed.